Catch us if you can. Chapters 1 to 6, Granda and Rory.
Rory and Granda were at Dr. Nicole's clinic. Granda was nervous and kept moving about. He opened the door for a young mother and her baby. Suddenly,
"You're on fire!"
Your pocket is burning, Granda!
Rory threw a vase of water over Granda. Granda complained to Dr. Nicole that Rory had tried to drown him.
You two always make me laugh. Rory, do you have Granda's prescriptions?
Yes, and I make sure Granda takes his medicine on time.
Great! I'll try to find you a home help to make things easier.
At home, Rory was searching for his homework jotter.
I remember putting it in your school bag while I was throwing the rubbish.
Uh-oh! Granda must have thrown away my homework jotter.
Sure enough, Granda had. At school, Rory told his teacher he had lost his homework jotter.
At least this is a believable excuse. How's Granda? Will he be coming for Parents' Night?
Of course he will.
Rory and Darren were talking about football when Darren suggested Granda be placed in a home.
Granda would die if he enters a home. I am all that my Granda has, and I need Granda too. Where would I go if Granda is placed in a home?
Parents' night was approaching. Rory wanted Granda to reassure Mrs. Foley he was normal. That night,
Granda, what was my dad like?
He was spoiled. He got whatever he wanted and then threw it away when he didn't want it. He did the same with your mom too. He's not my son. The only son I have is you, Rory. We don't need anybody else.
However, Rory was thinking perhaps he needed somebody. On Parents' Night, when it was Rory and Granda's turn to meet Mrs. Foley,
You do have a moustache. I thought Rory was joking.
Rory felt extremely embarrassed. Suddenly, they smelt smoke in the classroom. Granda's coat was on fire. The fire alarm started ringing. Darren's dad threw water over the fire. From the expression on Mrs. Foley's face, Rory knew their troubles were not over. That week, Val Jessup, a social worker, visited Rory and Granda. She said she would try to get them a home help. A few days later, when Rory stopped by the bakery to get lunch,
"There's been a fire at your flats. They took someone away in an ambulance."
Rory immediately ran home. A policeman told him Granda had been sent to the hospital. Granda had started the fire when he left a chip pan on. When Rory entered Granda's room in the hospital, he saw drips, needles and monitors around Granda. Scared, Rory prayed to God for help.
Big man, please listen to my prayer. I'll do anything for Granda if you'll only let him wake up.
Val Jessup came in with news for Rory.
"I'm afraid you can't go back to your flat tonight."
Where will I be going?
"To the children's home at Castle Street."
Rory's nightmare.